You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Next, featuring intimate and in-depth interviews with Black Hollywood's next edition of stars and influencers. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, next.
Welcome to another edition of Black Hollywood Live Next.
All right, Steven.
I am your host, Megan Thomas, and you know right here on BHL Next, we always talk about what's next, what's hot in the entertainment and music industry, and we have a special guest. But before we get to our guest, who are you guys?
I am Kiki Ayers.
What's going on, Kiki? Hello, everyone. I'm Cortez G. West. Welcome back to another show. I'm so happy to see y'all and be with y'all.
Happy to see you guys too, and it is Halloween today. But what's not scary is our guest. He is responsible for so many singers being as awesome as they are because he's a vocal coach. He's a singer. He is wonderful. His name, folks, is Stevie Mackey. Give it up.
That was so humble of you.
That's just a little something.
Yes, so Stevie, you look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's dope.
You're a really great singer. Just know.
I appreciate it.
And when you talk though, like you know how some people you hear them talking, you're like, you can't sing. Like me, people think that I can't sing because my voice is annoying. No, I really can't sing.
Didn't Verse Simmons say that he was gonna work on?
You know what? We're not gonna talk about that. So we got a couple of topics we're gonna talk about today. The first thing up is casting. Next in casting is Chadwick Boseman. Who's Chadwick Boseman? He's been in the two biopic. Yes, girl. Biopic for James Brown. He played James Brown. He also played Jackie Robinson. Well, guess what? He's going to be the first Black Marvel superhero. There's a Black Panther Marvel movie coming out in 2017, and this man is it. And the story is about how this isolationist country of Wakanda needs to meet the world. So I guess he's like the leader of that country. What y'all think? Would you watch it, Stevie?
Yeah.
You would? I love Marvel movies.
I like Marvel films. I like it.
Right.
I think it'd be awesome. You got to support.
Right, and it's about time they had a Black lead in a Marvel movie. It's taken forever. Why you got this look on your face of hateration?
I watch him on mute. Okay.
Right.
It's fine.
Cortez over here mad. Are you mad because they passed you up?
You mad, bro? You mad, bro?
What was that? What? Come on now.
Where were you?
I need a new agent or something. Jeez.
Right. Okay. So next up in casting, we also have there was a show that Kevin Hart was on before, and it was called The Big House. Did y'all ever see that?
No, I never heard of that.
Okay, so apparently there were only 6 episodes in 2004, and the show's premise was like the reverse of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So he had money, and then his dad got sent to prison for embezzlement, and then he had to move in with his relatives in Philly that were like working class. And I was like, I've never seen this, and I feel like I've seen every Black sitcom ever.
I've never heard of it either.
Well, this sitcom is coming to DVD, so now you can see it. Now you will be able to see it. I think it'll be funny, but I don't know. If it only lasted 6 episodes.
I'm kind of actually tired of seeing Kevin Hart.
Are you?
So it's one of the...
He's at the point he's saturated the market.
It's like, dude, like you've done great. You're doing great. It's, by the way, thank you for shouting out to let the girl get her job back. He went on Instagram.
Yeah. He caused the bus driver to lose her job.
You heard what happened?
No.
So basically, there was this lady who drives for, what company? Drives a bus. And of course, she had passengers on the bus. She saw Kevin Hart, got off the bus and took a selfie with him. They suspended her. So...
no, I thought they fired her.
They suspended her first, and then they fired her.
Okay.
That's what they do. They suspend you for like 2 days, and then when you come back, you have to go all the way back to work for them to tell you no.
Right.
Come on. So, so she got fired. So he actually did a good thing that I actually like. He went to his social media and was like, told the brand, the company, or whatever.
Right.
I take stuff with myself too. Get that girl back her job. Like, come on. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, as long as she didn't put anybody in danger.
Exactly. Yeah. And then she said that everybody on the bus was okay with it.
She got starstruck.
Yeah.
That's just like people with you, man. I saw you outside. I was like, oh!
Well, anyway, if you want to catch The Big House on DVD, which, we got to support Kevin Hart. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Support our own. You're such a hater.
Yeah.
I rebuke your hater spirit because that is so rude. It's coming out on January 13th, which is a couple of days before his next movie, The Wedding Ringer, which is January 16th. So be sure to check out his movie and his DVD.
You know what? I'll take some of that hateration back because Kevin Hart, actually, he's on both. He's with the black people and the other people. So I really, because he's in some movies that I'm like, Kevin Hart's in this movie?
He crosses
Right.
over.
Yeah,
He
he crosses
does.
over, and I like that. So, yeah, big ups.
What's
Okay.
your favorite Kevin Hart movie, Stevie?
You
You don't have to name it.
What's
Just
the one? Steve Harvey. What
Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, Think Like a Man, too.
Yeah.
He's
Such a good
he could say something normal, and I just fall out laughing.
Yeah,
just the
because of
way
how
he
he
says
said it.
something.
Yeah.
Right. Funny dude.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, what's up next in music, Kiki?
Some Twitter rants.
Oh, gosh.
What happened now?
Well, Benzino and Althea from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta were fired from the show.
Really?
Fired from the show. And as you can see, clearly Stevie and Jocelyn are starting it, but they told TMZ that the show should air on Animal Planet because they're clearly using them as scapegoats. So
But why did they get fired?
they got fired because those, that couple doesn't get along, and clearly you're gonna have to keep one or the other. And Jocelyn makes better television.
Yeah,
Period.
that is true.
So I mean, at the end of the day, Mona wants that
Stevie
money.
and Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Stevie, you gotta
And
say like
he kind of got on the show because of Stevie in the first place. So I mean,
True.
yeah.
Do you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
I didn't watch TV.
I'm about to be on it in a couple of weeks.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we
I
have
have
some
some.
cast
I have some
together.
friends
I mean,
on it, and
yeah.
they came to my house and filmed, and it was pretty amazing. But I'm doing what I do,
Right.
So I was vocal coaching, and it was really amazing. I've worked with Tierra before, and this time I'll be working with Moniece, and known Moniece for years. So it's really cool how to see the whole thing happen and how
Right.
they come in, and we're actually doing a vocal lesson, and I'm convincing her to take her singing a little more seriously, and so. I'm watching it now.
Right.
My mom's watching it, waiting for the episode.
Right,
She's like,
right,
"Which
right.
one is it?" And it's kind of, it goes back and forth. It's kind of crazy that it's really cool. And I'm stuck. I'm
Right.
watching it now, like every one. I'm into
Right.
it.
Well, I thought you
But
were gonna
I didn't see this one at first, and so everyone was calling me Stevie for a while. They're like, Stevie, and I didn't get it for like months. I was like, Stevie.
Stevie, you went to
Until I
BKB?
started watching, so I had to like go back and catch up on the Atlanta.
And now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Stevie, I went to BKB.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I do watch Love and Hip Hop
You can't
Hollywood.
stop
so-
watching it. It's like
Right.
dramatic and it's
like a
crazy.
train
It's
wreck.
and for years we've seen these people in different groups and kind of just
Right.
coming along, so it's cool.
And so you're gonna be in an episode. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
So I can see the other Stevie,
Watch it.
the Stevie of the Hollywood version of this
Watch I
franchise.
plug this in. So you can also catch the interview that we had with Jocelyn Hernandez on our website and also on YouTube. I got the opportunity to talk to Jocelyn Hernandez, and she said she does not want people to remember her from the show. She wants people to
Sorry.
remember her from her music. So what we're going to do, we're going to say, okay, Stevie, can you please do some vocal lessons for Jocelyn Hernandez?
Oh, definitely. If she moves to
'Cause,
California, we're gonna work.
Yeah. 'cause
Yes, let's do
Everybody
that.
could get better.
Because the song
Oh,
she
yes.
yes, I agree. That's because in a minute you don't know this, but we're gonna do a little choir.
Mass choir, BHL mass choir. That's a name.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
I'm soprano.
You soprano, soprano.
Soprano.
Well, the two, they supposedly got fired on Wednesday, but I'm also hearing that they did not know they were getting fired, and they kind of went on some Twitter rants last night. So
Yeah, Jocelyn.
leave it at that. But
We'll see what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah. In other news, Suge Knight and Katt Williams both arrested.
Well, is that surprising?
No.
Why is she
Surprised I guess
I mean,
arrested
look
again.
at them.
Why they look like twins though? Like this is like when he like. I feel like Katt Williams
Like,
looks like
before
Suge
hair,
Knight like 10 years ago when he had the press.
Right.
He had his hair pressed and then it fell out because he used too much relaxer.
My thing is, why is Suge Knight still relevant? Like, why should it even matter that whether he goes to jail or not? I don't
Well,
know.
what happened, Kiki?
Yeah.
Well, they supposedly or allegedly stole a camera from a reporter, chased her down an alley, and she had minor injuries. But by the time police got there, they were both gone. So they arrested Suge in Las Vegas, and then they arrested Katt when he was at court already for something else.
Stop.
And they arrested
That's what I was about to say. They're not already arrested. It's like my whole life they've been arrested.
Exactly.
It's like,
Hold on, were they hanging out together?
when
They were together
when they
took
her
this lady's camera?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing together?
they're
Why?
too talented. They're too talented to be arrested like that. Katt is hilarious.
Right. I saw this clip he did about this. Like, he had a white baby, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is hilarious." He's so funny, but I think some of the funniest people are like psycho for real, and I think he shows us that.
Comedians, singers, you know, it's just, that's how they express their craziness, and,
right?
But they have another side.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what. Whatever.
I'm just starting talking about Suge Knight, like on to nets.
I want to hear him doing something good. Like he gave his kidney to a old lady. Like in other news, Suge Knight gave his heart away.
He's probably very nice when you meet him. Too.
Exactly.
Like, hey, how you doing? Like, I get to see him be really nice. And then, like, yeah, exactly.
Well, the investigation's still ongoing, but I don't think it's gonna look good for them.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about what's up next.
Well,
what's the next big thing, Cortez?
The next big thing to me is because I'm a singer too, you know. Vocal Spray by Soundcheck. So yes, it's this new thing out. Actually, this is why we have our guest today, Stevie. Let's talk about Soundcheck Vocal Spray.
This is yours, right?
Yes. It's mine, and I mean, for years I've used vocal sprays, and it's pretty common, you know, in the like background singing community and like session world, because we use our voices all the time.
Right.
Yes.
And so I wanted to make vocal sprays, you know, for the masses, like more popular and something that people would actually like, different flavors, and commercialize it a little bit, because everyone uses their voice and everybody's voice gets tired.
Right.
And so it's like, I kind of call it like a protein shake for your voice in a way. Like before you go to the gym, you take a protein shake, or after to repair your muscles, to help them if they're a little strained. And so I think of it like that, before you sing or talk, and afterward, when your voice is a little bit exhausted and tired, it has, you know, it contains all natural herbs like eucalyptus and aloe vera and menthol, and so it soothes. And it gets rid of extra mucus and stuff.
So it's not okay. So it doesn't get rid of extra mucus, like stop you from coughing.
You know, sometimes you wake up and you're like,
yeah.
You know, sometimes you have a little bit too. If you've had dairy or something, it can the eucalyptus kind of clears that out, and the aloe vera kind of soothes over, and so it just contains things that make your voice and your throat very happy. There's certain things that singers like and you've used for years to make their throat happy, and so this just has all those things in it with a cool flavor, and so it keeps it relevant for younger generation, young kids, and also for like professional singers who sing. So there's a variety of strength.
So nice. I just tried Rock Wintergreen. There are other flavors, correct?
Yeah, exactly. That one's my favorite one. I mean, it's probably the strongest one, and it has you'll feel a little bit to it. So
the first time I did.
What other flavors do you have?
There's really cool and pop spice, and I kind of named them after genres. It's like cool jazz. Like there's just you know, to give it a different feel, like you know, to give it a different variety and make them fun, because there's other great vocal sprays out there, and it's not a very saturated market, but some of them are extremely powerful and strong, and some of them are just all right. So I've been recommending different ones over the years, and I figured I wanted one that really represented me and something that I can say, this is 100%. Try it. This is me. Give it a try. This will fix it. This will soothe you, especially if you have a little raspy voice or something in your voice. It just kind of just gets rid of that. And so singers are loving it so far. And this is my first time doing anything like this. Not a very self-promotion type of guy. I like just chill in the background. But this is something that I really believe in. And so it's something that I've wanted to do.
I like that. After being at your home and seeing how much everyone around you love you, and I saw you with this product, I immediately reached out to Eric, and I was like, let's get him on the show. Because we don't only want to market this to singers, though.
Exactly. And for over the years, they've, you know, usually vocal sprays have been marketed to singers, but this is a lot more commercial. I had a close friend buddy of mine, Devon Franklin, hit me up recently and said, hey, I need some of the spray. And so different people who work in the industry, if you talk a lot, if you're a preacher, if you're a you know, radio personality.
If you're somebody who gossips a lot.
If you tell it all the time, wake up and spray some of that, because your voice won't last that long.
If you got something to say.
It's like, hold up. And then this is about rappers, because Kevin Gates needs this. You know what Kevin Gates needs?
Rappers, definitely. Rappers, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he needs
well, let's see if this works. Hold on.
Give us a note before. Give us a...
Mary had
Ooh, spray. Jesus, spray.
The whole thing. Keep
okay, hold on. We gotta do it. Hold on, we got. Come on, yeah, we gonna all get it. Hold on.
Mary had a little
Ooh, voices.
Okay.
that's like
You got to start with something. But
Kiki,
you did.
You try.
Yeah, go ahead,
No, I
Kiki.
can't sing. I'm not.
That's the whole point. We're going to make
Your
it
name is
sound
Kiki.
better.
All Kikis can sing. something.
Right,
Come
right.
on, Kiki. You got to put more than that. Come on, like 4.
This is not
Yeah.
breath spray. Come on.
What am I gonna sing?
Whatever you want. Come on.
I sing because.
Okay, because before it didn't sound that good. Yeah!
Okay, I'm gonna try something else. All right. How many?
Come
No,
on,
we
Cortez.
gotta hear it before.
How many ways?
Hear it before.
Like 4.
Four?
Just
No,
like
four,
something
yeah.
real quick.
Do, re, mi, oh, do, re.
Sing
Okay,
Merry
spray. Hurry and spray, please. Hurry and spray.
It tastes good for real, though.
Right.
You trying to do a commercial?
What am I saying? What am I saying?
The same thing.
What are we going with?
I don't know. Come on, give me something. I'm
Merry
ready.
Christmas.
Oh, I feel
Okay,
it.
okay.
Oh, I feel it.
Do some Maxwell.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Smooths
Yes.
out. Smooths
Yes,
it out.
It did smooth it out because
I like
never
it.
could hit that note before. Actually.
Right.
And that actually just came out. That was
I'm
amazing.
so excited. But you know what, Stevie? I will say this. Probably all of my Instagram followers are angry with you right now because I be doing covers of people's songs. And now that I got sound check, I'm going to be like singing everything.
You better do it.
My God.
Yeah.
So you got to come over and do a little video clip. You know, I always put up clips and stuff
yes, but
on Instagram.
Yes, we're going to do this.
Well, here's the thing, though. So how can we find this? Because I found it just through your Instagram, that the event that we did not get invited to. Black Hollywood Live was not invited.
Yo, next time everybody has to be there. And shout out to my cousin Eric, who's here. Eric, hey. Eric keeps me in line.
Eric.
This is my cousin, and he, keeps everything in line. So we gotta get everybody on the list, the email list, and
Dope,
everything.
dope.
So, but Soundcheck is available on soundcheckvocals.com.
Soundcheck
Vocals.
Right.
And soon to be available everywhere. I'm trying to push it out there and make it a common thing.
I'm gonna get this in
So
CVS
it
and
protects
Walgreens.
your throat. It
Right,
protects your throat.
right.
Your throat it's one of the only
Soundcheck
your voice is so sensitive. I mean, it's a muscle that's not covered by fat and skin like the rest of your muscles.
Really?
So it has
Because
to
I've
be
seen some
taken
really
care
thick
of.
neck people.
No. It's exposed to smog and unfortunately drinking and smoking and a lot of things that we encounter all the time. So it's something that's like your vocal cords are kind of just sitting there like, hey, they need help.
Right.
They need protection. We don't think about our voice enough, and then we go hoarse, and then we're like,
Ah. Yeah.
So it just keeps. I don't want to see anybody's voice go away. I want to see everybody take care of their
Yes.
voice.
That's good. I'm gonna actually
Soundcheck vocals.
Start bringing a couple with me to a lot of like karaoke's and stuff that we do.
Yeah, definitely. You got sprayed in other people's voice.
Yeah. So we have a little game that I actually want to play with you. It's called duets or do nevers. So basically,
no.
I compare. Well, we pair two people together. Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
You're gonna say, okay, oh yeah, that's a duet I want to hear.
Okay.
And if it's not, you just say do that never.
You want me to be
Okay?
honest.
And I want you to be honest. And as we go along, it's about 7 of them. As we go along, I want you can switch them around and say, you know what, I would actually pair this person with that person. Okay.
I'm ready.
So the first one I have Brandy and Tweet.
I love Brandy and Tweet. Boy, I'm glad I could be honest about this. They're both amazing. I mean, I would definitely want to hear a duet between Brandy and Tweet. Their voices, oh my goodness. Tweet's voice, the way it goes up. Brandy's voice, the way it goes down and it's warm. They both just have I grew up listening to gospel music, and they
Right.
both have a lot of gospel influences. I know Tweet listens to the Clark sisters a lot. Her
Yes, she does.
harmonies are amazing.
Yes.
And then Brandy, my goodness. She's, I mean, Full Moon album is like the vocal
Yes.
Bible for runs.
Oh my goodness.
For doing vocal. Her voice can do anything, and she lets it do anything.
Right.
I've just admired both of them for a long time.
So this is a duet. You want to hear this?
100% duet.
Dope.
I'd be in
Okay,
heaven.
so Celine Dion and Chrisette Michelle.
Oh my goodness.
I did this on purpose. He's like, oh yeah.
I had the opportunity to sing backup for Celine Dion.
I
She's
know.
one of the nicest people we've ever worked with.
Very
voice.
unique
She's
voice,
so
yeah.
cool. And so, and Chris, I mean, they're both for different worlds. So it could work. It could work. I would not put them together.
So that's a do never.
Dude,
Do not right now.
not right now. Not right now.
Do not right now.
Not right now.
I-
Mediocre.
I suppose.
Mediocre. In between.
No, yeah.
So how about Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande?
Isn't that the same voice?
That would remind me of what is it? Same script, different. No, what is it? Whitney and Mariah's song. When You Believe.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! It was like I could see them in the studio, like you know, you've been higher than me, girl. You know, they gotta go back and forth. I always like that kind of stuff.
Really?
So I think it would be a very respected duet because it would be a type of thing that's like, hey, I'm not giving up the torch, but I'm sharing it. I'm passing it down for Mariah. I think it'd be, I'd respect her a lot for doing it. It'd be admirable. And Ariana would just, I think it would give her an extra push and an extra bit of life just to be able to do that.
Right, but I don't think Mariah would do it.
Well, I think she would.
No, she's above it.
Yeah, even though I mean she's been amazing over the years, and you know Mariah still has something that's so special.
Right.
And Ariana's just still she's fearless. She'll just go, and I think they could learn from each other in a way.
I agree.
Right.
You know?
I see this pair as the Whitney Houston and Brandy from the Cinderella movie they did together. I cannot see that together. All right, so next we have Patti LaBelle and Chris Brown.
Why?
He'd be like,
Oh my gosh.
Patty.
I used to mimic a lot of Patti LaBelle, you know, and I would sing high and I would mimic her, you know. I would do all that.
Keep your shoes off.
She would sing. There's nothing like seeing Patti LaBelle sing because she's completely fearless and she will eat you up if you don't hang with her on stage. She's not gonna back down. I've seen old videos from her and Diana Ross singing on stage together. Like she'll just take over and sing.
Yeah.
She sings fearlessly, and there's almost just a handful of singers that can come on stage and be there with her. Chris can really sing.
Yes.
He can really sing, and
Yes.
people get distracted by the other things that go on with Chris.
Right.
Chris is a singer,
Yes.
and I think if he was pushed, and if he had Patty right there, he would go.
I agree with you.
I
I
think
actually
he
would
could
like
go.
this.
I would love to see that.
See?
I would love to see Patty and Celine. I would love to see Patty and a lot of people. I just love Patti LaBelle. I always watch her and Luther on the old YouTube videos, and I love Patti LaBelle. She loves to sing,
Yes, she does.
and you could tell that's when she lights up. She loves to sing, and she's the most. She's just, she's just the most. She's 10 people in one.
Wow. So how about this last one? Lauryn Hill and Selena Gomez.
Oh my goodness, that'd be. I think it's so interesting because Selena, being an actress and a singer, people don't know how beautiful her voice is. And
Yes.
she's in a transition right now into kind of out of the Disney pop world in a way into the world of this organic voice that has been there and that no one's really heard. And so I cannot wait for that voice to be seen. And so it's about to happen too. But Lauryn, I think people would be surprised. It might be a cool thing because Selena's voice is actually a little lower like Lauryn's, and it has that tone. And Lauryn has this. Oh boy, I don't know how that would be. What would they do? What song would I do? I would have them sing X Factor back and forth. Care for me, care for me, care for me, there for me, there for me, care for me, cry for me. I would have them sing that back and forth, and it would just. I think that would be a really cool vibe.
Yeah.
And so I think that's another duet that they can learn from each other.
Yeah, I paired them two together because I saw a clip that you had with her. And she was just sitting in the chair. I think I saw it on one of you
With
guys'
who?
page.
With
She was in the
Lauryn
chair by
or
herself.
Selena.
With Selena?
She's an amazing singer, and we I've been working with her for a while, and we just get to the piano and sing, and it's just with her voice and a piano, it's so beautiful, and we do a lot of Christian music together. We just sing and we just like vibe and sing, and so it's I think by being pushed, and I think by being pushed with someone like Lauryn, that would be amazing. She loves Lauryn. Like,
But is this like new Lauryn or old Lauryn?
Only old Lauryn.
Okay.
Only old Lauryn. I mean, because Lauryn's one of those singers. I'm like, it's tough being an artist. I'm sure, because I'm frightened to be an artist myself. It's a scary life because you, as a singer, everyone has to get to know you all the way. We feel like we knew Whitney Houston. We feel like we knew Michael Jackson because we did. They let us in to their crazy lives, and they were just like that, just like arms open like that. So it's one of those things that I respect someone who's going to be an artist, and I respect Lauryn for giving it a shot. And I feel like she doesn't love being that artist, but she loves music so much that there's a battle, you know, it's hard to put yourself in that place. It's hard for me to put myself in that place, even being a singer. And so I would like to see Jasmine Sullivan and Lauryn Hill.
Oh,
Really?
yes.
I had one of Jasmine Sullivan and Aretha Franklin.
I thought Aretha Franklin and Sissy Houston.
Oh, now that's a good one, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So let's go in, and we want to actually go in and talk about a little bit more about you,
Yes.
if that's okay. Let's get into Stevie
You gonna tell us
Mackey.
things you won't even tell your therapist? We gonna get all
I'll
that
tell it.
thing
I'll
up
tell it
in.
all.
Let's
I'll
do
tell
it.
it.
We did our research, man.
Right.
We went to questions. We went all the way to like family, everywhere, man.
Yes.
We was calling anyone. I was calling Eric. I'm just kidding.
So I know you're one of the best vocal coaches in LA, if not the best.
Thank you.
Are you from LA? You're not from LA, are
I'm
you?
from LA.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm from LA. I was raised primarily in Pasadena and where I live now in View Park, LA, Baldwin Hills area. But I'm from LA, and then I left to go to school in Alabama, and I moved to the South. My whole family kind of goes to this school called Oakwood University, and it's a private, primarily all-black Christian Seventh-day Adventist college that a lot of singers have gone to. Take Six, some of my mentors, Brian McKnight,
Yeah, who else?
Little Richard.
You
and,
guys said that.
Prince.
Yeah.
yeah, we believe Prince went there at some point. But a lot of the Virtue, this other great, amazing girls group at. Virtue.
Yes.
So like, this school has produced some of the best singers and doctors and preachers, but everybody sings there. You go to the basketball games and they're singing in harmony, and it's just the coolest thing. And so my parents were like, okay, going to college, and my cousin and a lot of my friends and family have gone there, and. I loved the experience of being in the South. I warmed up to it after a while because it was a big shock. Culture shock and everything. So being in the South, being around people who just sing for free, and I thought everybody sang. I thought everybody sang most of my life. I didn't know there were people that didn't sing, and my whole family sings. And then I finished school there, graduated. I have a degree there in music and also in graphic design. Moved back out to California and just took everything that I had done in my opera training there and my gospel training there, and brought it out here to California, and realized that people want to sing regular music. They want to sing pop music, and traditionally vocal coaches teach a lot of classical, and I think that's cool. I was prepared to teach that if I had to, but a lot of times I'll flip and mix the classical with pop and soul music because I was raised in that, and I know how to sing pop and soul music correctly. And so I generally teach that. I teach people how to do runs, how to do a proper vocal run, and that's something that's...
Why are you pointing at me?
It's interesting. It's hard to teach if you can't do it.
Right.
So it's something that, it has a lot to do with placement and just letting your mind go, and so it's I've being younger in the world of vocal coaches, I've had to find my strengths, and I think that is one of them, teaching people how to sing popular young music. How do you sing this stuff? How do you sing soul music? What is soul?
Exactly.
What is feeling? What is that?
I hope you guys are really enjoying this because this is free. Right now, and so I hope you guys are really enjoying this.
So, at what age did you realize you could sing? Tell us that story.
I've always admired cartoons and people like Walt Disney and Willy Wonka and Jim Henson, the founder of the Muppets. I've mimicked sounds my whole life. I love mimicking voices, and Mickey Mouse and Elmo and just different sounds. I can mimic people's voices, and I would always do that. I had puppets, and Eric remembers I would always have puppets, and I loved cartoons and the way they made someone come to life that wasn't real, but it was real.
Right.
What is real? So it's an interesting thing. I would mimic that, and then my parents would play music in the house, and I would mimic that. And so I could mimic things I heard, and I always knew I can do it. I would say, I could do that. And, I could do that. I would listen to some of my favorite singers like Daryl Coley and the Clark sisters, again, like different singers, and Whitney Houston and Stevie Wonder, and I would mimic everything they did, and I knew I could do it. And then I would, my family would push me, say, you're going to sing, you just have to sing. This is what we do. So we sing, and I thought this is what everyone had to do in life. My sister sings as well. My parents.
Did you guys start a group with all the singing at the house?
We just have to sing at holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas. We just get around the piano and sing, between a lot of Seventh-day Adventists on Friday night, between Friday night and Saturday night, we turn off the TV and kind of chill. This is family time, and we get around the piano and sing, and we focus on family and God and nature, and so it's a time where we've always got together and sang.
And you brought that
harmonized.
here. You brought that here.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. And it is a busy city, but I live outside of the city just a little bit. And even though I live in the city of Los Angeles, I live in an area where it's not Hollywood. It's a little bit further away, and it feels like a home. And I like that about it. And people seem to like that. And I want people to feel that vibe when you come in. This is a house. This is where we sing. This is where you can mess up. You have to mess up.
Yeah.
And you have to. Artists need a place where they can feel comfortable messing up, or else you can't grow.
Right.
It's like being a painter, and if you make a wrong stroke, you don't know how to cover it up if you've never messed up. So it's like that.
That was deep.
That's so
No, just tell me if I get too deep, because I'll go. I'll go.
You know I stalked your Instagram. Steven, can you post that Throwback Thursday picture?
Look at this cute baby.
My parents would dress me up and sit me on a couch.
That
I was
is so
everything.
cute.
Did you see the Halloween one, though? Oh, my goodness.
Can you tell us about this?
Oh God.
No, I don't know. I have the same part in my head.
This
I know
hair.
that.
Stop.
My hair is the same. Oh my goodness. There's a recent one on there with me for Halloween. We didn't celebrate too much Halloween.
Right.
We would go to the Harvest Festival at church. And, I would dress up as my favorite Bible character or whatever. It was always David or Joseph. But I always said I was the Holy Ghost. So I was whatever. We couldn't be anything scary like a witch or anything. We could be like a clown, which is scarier than a witch. I don't know. But we could just, you go to the church and you just give out candy to each other.
Yeah.
And you're not going to go,
house to house.
Which is
yeah.
it's so funny that you say that, because I was just having some conversations with people about that, especially for Black families. Like, a lot of times you don't celebrate Halloween because Halloween is pagan, it's evil, whatever.
Black families traditionally do not celebrate Halloween in general. Especially depending on your culture and where you're from. But in general, where it's a, seen as a devil's thing.
Right.
And it's...
Yeah, it's just so funny because
you can make it kind of whatever you want to make it now, but Jesus didn't make it, so
Right.
it's just one of those things.
But I thought it was so
I pass out the candy to the kids usually. My grandmother did, but my grandfather would kind of not be a part of it.
That was too much.
My grandmother always was very nice. She would pass out candy, but that was it.
Right.
No spider webs and spiders, no pumpkins or anything. I carved my first pumpkin last week.
Did you really? Wow. Did you feel bad about it? Like, oh no! Like, did you kind of feel weird at first? Like, wait a minute.
Not about the pumpkin. I just didn't know what I was doing. But about dressing up in costumes, I still feel like.
Yeah.
I just saw this meme, and I was like, only like growing up in a religious household could you understand this meme. And it was a picture of this little boy in the backseat of his car like this, and the caption was, "That face you make when this year you try to go trick or treating, but your mom said you gotta go to Hallelujah night."
Hallelujah night. Yeah.
Hallelujah night.
Hallelujah night. Yeah.
Right, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny tots for Christ.
Right. That's so funny. Oh, you were a cute baby though.
Yeah.
I feel you on that because I don't like when people say Happy Halloween. Like I don't like. I just feel like
Happy Halloween. You have to say happy everything.
Yeah.
Except for Christmas, it's Mary. I don't know why.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's the question: what are you guys all doing for Halloween?
I'm going to a Lakers game.
Going to a Lakers game.
I'm going to work.
Going to work.
I don't know yet. I wish I knew. I don't know.
Eric, what you doing? Just yell it out.
Party.
Yeah,
Party.
Party.
Guess what I'm doing?
Going to sleep.
I'm helping out at the Trunks or Treat at church.
And that's
Trunks and Treat at
You
church.
have a blessing in store for you.
I was like, how sad is that?
That's how you get in on Judgment Day, girl. You go.
Yeah, you're definitely next in line for the miracle.
Right.
For your miracle.
What about that Halloween that
That is so
That's good
funny.
for you, Megan.
All right. So, Stevie, 2005, you went to pursue a degree in vocal performance at Oakwood University.
Yeah, I graduated in 2005.
You graduated in 2005.
Yeah.
What made you go to that school? What is it about that school specifically that you're like, I have to go there?
That school has a good balance of music. It was the balance between jazz, classical, gospel, soul music. Those fused together, that's where music really comes from.
Mm-hmm.
If you have those elements in music, you can pretty much sing anything. Mm-hmm. And because a lot of rock music was born out of the church and born out of gospel, and so you have most American music being born out of the South in a lot of ways, and so I think you got to get out of LA sometimes. And
Right.
I think
You can
that
always come
helped.
back.
Going to the South, going to a place where these ladies would get up in church and just sing. They didn't care about getting signed, about getting paid. You just sing. You just sing, and they would just, and I would just watch like, wow. And I was taking notes the whole time I was in school. And my family went there too. It was a very safe school, and it's an easy town to go to school in.
Yeah.
LA's tough to go to, to stay focused.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You in Huntsville, Alabama. Not
Nothing
much
else
to do except
school.
right.
School
I
and
lived
Waffle
in Huntsville
House.
for a while. Huntsville is fun.
It is.
Because people make their own fun.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So was there ever a time that someone told you couldn't sing or tried to make you feel like you shouldn't sing?
Ooh.
I got rejected a lot from things. I got kicked off a couple projects, and I wasn't the right fit, and it always either you shut down and don't sing, or you sing more, and it makes you use the anger to kind of fire that feeling. So I remember saying, okay, I'm just going to be the best. I'm going to stop doing other things. I'm going to be the best at this, and I wanted to be the best singer. There's nothing I won't try when it comes to singing. There's no sound, my voice. I will try to sing like anything I hear. I was going to try, and I've improved because I messed up so much. I messed up, and I wasn't afraid to mess up. I was a fearless little singer in college. I was flat, sharp. I was all over the place, but I was trying. I was giving it my best, and so I would sing in every choir I could find, every group I could find. Anybody who knows me knows that I was into everything music in college. So I would get I got rejected, kicked out. I didn't care. Just kept going. I didn't know I didn't know I could make a living singing though.
Right.
I never saw that, so I got a job doing working at a TV station, a Christian TV station, for a while, and then got fired. And
really?
Then, I remember, and then it was really sad. I was depressed. It was just really sad, but definitely went back to thank my boss for firing me.
Look at me now.
And, and then I started singing background. I mean, I remember Layla Hathaway asking me to sing background for her, and she was like, "Do you want to sing?" I was like, "What?" So I sang back.
Is that the first person?
That was one of the first. Whitney Houston. I mean, friend who started Take Six, Mervyn Warren. He asked me, gave me the opportunity to sing backup on her Christmas album, and it was a big thing to see my name in credits, and that meant a lot to me. I knew I could do this once I saw my name there, and I said, "Oh, I'm one of these people who do this for a living." So I would see my name, and then later on, Stevie Wonder, and just different people just singing background for different people. It was so much fun because I could be a lot of different people, and I could change my voice to be a lot of different characters. And
You've worked with some big names: Selena Gomez, Whitney Houston, Stevie Wonder, Celine Dion, Cher, Eddie Vedder, Usher, Smokey Robinson, Michael Bublé, JoJo, Amber Riley, Michelle Williams, Tristan Wilds, Don, Richard, PJ Morton, and the Jackson family.
yeah,
I mean, everybody.
The Jackson family, they're so cool, and the younger generation of Jacksons, they were probably some of my very first clientele as far as vocal coaching, and Jermaine Jackson's amazing, and his boys, like the kids, like they're an amazing family. I mean, there's these, they sound just like Jacksons too. It's so cool how your vocal cords are genetic in a way, and you're born with the tone of someone that came before you. Either your parents, grandparents, someone. Just like you inherit eye color and hair, you inherit a tone in a way. And so a lot of them sound. It's just a Jackson sound that's really cool. But I've worked with a lot of people, and over the years, it's cool to see different people in person. When I met Cher, I was like, I was kind of starstruck, and we had to practice sounding like Cher for an entire day. Okay, we're going to sound like Cher, and placing our voice. Do you believe in love? It wasn't that song, but I was like, I was in the car matching her voice, because you got to sound like the person, like it's just a bunch of them, So over the years, just trying to match voices was always really cool.
Who's the hardest voice you've ever had to match?
That's a very good question. I think the answer to that is someone a lot of rock music or music that I would say like rock, like music that's kind of sloppy, just kind of like I grew up with very neat music like Disney and like very Christian music, everyone's on their part, but then you get into a lot of music that I didn't grow up on, which is a lot of rock and roll music. I didn't grow up listening to a lot of rock and roll, and so people who are so free and with a lot of feeling in their voice where it just didn't matter if they were on the note, I had to learn how to unsing and to get off the note and not sound like a piano, to sound like a human who was telling a story. And I appreciate that about people like Bob Dylan and Elton John and Paul McCartney and singers who just kind of sing. They don't care about how they sound so much, and their voice isn't always the greatest. But they are some of the greatest because they're the best storytellers, and how to just tell a story and just, just to talk it out and to kind of unsing. So I've had to match singers who who are the best storytellers and they're very captivating, but they are not going to be on the note. You got to just follow along in a way that was hard for me to catch. And Paul Merkovich, my supervisor, my boss at The Voice, he's the band director for The Voice. He would talk to me about that, like, just get off the note, just get free with it. And I was like, yeah, that's something I've learned recently, to use speaking and singing together in a way where it's just so free and doesn't matter if you're around the note, you're close enough. Anyway, it's better sometimes.
That's what I be trying to tell people.
Care about perfection. People don't really care how perfect you are, and I had to learn that. People don't. When I put on music, I don't always want to hear perfection. I want to hear something that I'm feeling.
I think that's why I admire Fantasia. I like just to watch her and how she just sings.
Fearless.
It's like
she's
she
one
just
person who can hang with Patti LaBelle.
Yeah.
Yes, she sure can. Okay, so you mentioned that you've been on The Voice. You've been on there for 6 seasons. So you're part of the band. So what is that like, especially working now that Adam Levine, Gwen Stefani, Pharrell, and Blake
oh my goodness. It's
judges.
The biggest blessing in my life, I think. It's the best job in the world. It gets me out of the house for half of the year, and because otherwise I'm at home doing my lessons, and it's something that I really wanted to do, and I even prayed for. I was like, Lord, this would be so cool, and I can, just get out there and sing and sing, and then take what I've learned and then use it in my lessons to help others. But it is so awesome being around the coaches, and of course, Pharrell this season, I'm just like, I just want to take his whole closet, just like take all his clothes. Right? I just love his style. And it's cool to be in a place where people respect each other. It's the people that work there are so cool and so nice. From the top down, from Mark Burnett to the other executive producers, he's a great Christian guy. And so just that spirit of support. We support each other. We treat you like artists and not like contestants in a way. And whatever I can do to help the show, that's what we do. And we sing, we're there giving advice, and we're just giving our all. And I just came from there right now rehearsing for the live rounds and getting ready for that. And so it's cool. I feel like I meet the best singers in the world every season.
Right.
And no one knew this show would last as long as it has. I thought maybe a season or two. You never know with these TV shows.
I concur. Yeah.
This has come a long way.
Do you play as well?
I do. Play
nice.
piano. I've learned how to play first by ear, and then I can kind of sight read.
No, I mean, like, do you play on The Voice?
No.
Okay.
No. I fake played piano one time because they needed a young
okay.
guy to play piano. So I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, sorry, Paul.
Oh my goodness.
But no, only Paul and Eric, the other pianists.
Nice.
Generally, Paul plays everything.
You know what? We have to get out of here. But this, I feel like I'm just like in awe of you, and you're speaking about music, and it's so apparent that you love music.
And people need to remember to love music. No matter what the industry's doing, no matter if you make money or not, you have to love it more than fear those other things. Right. Everything, life comes and goes.
But are you working on any projects of yourself right now, solo?
Yeah, Christian album right now. I'm just working on it and getting that together. And,
do we know when it's going to be out?
No, I don't know.
Yet? Oh, don't worry. We're going to be praying, touch and agree, everybody.
Pray for me. I'll be doing that in the future.
Exactly. So until then, where can we find you all in our social media? Let them know.
I'm on Instagram way too much, and I'm on Stevie Mackey on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm on Twitter as well, Prince of Malibu on Twitter, and my email's up on my Instagram. Feel free to email me and talk about music, voice lessons, and you'll be seeing clips of everything. I put up clips of everybody.
Yes.
You guys need to go and get these vocal lessons. And stop emailing me now. You can now email for these vocal lessons. But you can find me on all social media at Cortez G West. I'm going to have some sound check.
Soundcheckvocals.com.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, Kiki Ayers, KIKIAYERS.
And as always, you can find me, Megan Thomas, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Meg Scoop. Don't forget to check out Soundcheck and check out Stevie Mackey and all the stuff that he has coming up. Stevie, before we go, just really quick, a nice run. We got to have it.
Give it. Sing us out. That's what we do.
Yes! Until next time, we'll
that was
see
it.
ya.
Little church.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.